Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel Anusha Sumuka. This time let's go through a virtual tour about the Beluru and Halebidu, whereas both the towns are next to each other in Hassan district. After a temple visit, we have chosen to have a leisure stay in Mudigiri town. I'll come back to the Mudigiri stay and other details soon. So we have started from Bangalore. So from Bangalore we have started in the early morning around 5 o'clock. From Bangalore, roadways are good enough to reach the Beluru and Halebidu in the span of 5 to 6 hours. We took the route as Bangalore, Nelmangla, Kunigal, Chennarayapatna, Hassan, Beluru and Halebidu. So we have reached Beluru around 11 am to 12 pm in between. Now let's go through some important information about Hindu temples in Beluru and Halebidu. Halebidu is historically known as Dwara Samudra, also known as the Dora Samudra. So Halebidu became the regal capital of the Hoysala Empire in the 11th century. In the modern era, the literature, it is sometimes referred to as a Halebidu after it was damaged and looted twice by the forces of the Delhi Sultan in the 14th century. Halebidu is home to the best examples of Hindu and then Jain temples with Hoysala architecture. These show the breadth of the Hindu artwork traditions like Shiva, Vishnu, Devi, and Vedic deities, fused into the same temple complex, depicted with the diversity of regional heritages. The Hindu temples include Jain reliefs in its panel. Similarly, the Jain artwork includes the different Tirthankara as well as a Saraswati within its mandapa. Most notable among the Halebidu monuments are the Hoysaleshwara temple, Kedareshwara temple, Jain temples as well as the Hulikeri stepwell, that is nothing but Kalyani. So these sites are within a kilometer of each other. The Hoysaleshwara temple remains the only surviving monument in Halebidu. Though the inside of the temple is fairly simple, Hoysala architecture, the outside will constantly amaze you with the richness and the details of its carvings. The temple is Dvikuta Vimana, meaning that it consists of the two twin temples built on the same platform. Hoysaleshwara, named after the Hoysala king Vishnuvardhana, and Shantaleshwara, named after his queen Shantala Devi. Let's have more information about the Hoysala. Hoysala built many water reservoirs throughout their kingdom, a source of their political stability, public support, and economic prosperity. Such public infrastructure projects began at least in the 11th century and continued through the early 13th century. This is the evidences by the text of their era and inscriptions found near these reservoirs, water tanks, and temples. They also built canals and completed irrigation projects. Now let's have some information about the Beluru. Beluru is known for its Chennakeshava temple dedicated to Vishnu, one of the finest examples of Hoysala architecture and the largest Hindu temple complex that has survived from the pre-14th century Karnataka Dravida tradition. A historic site inspired by the teachings of the Ramanujacharya, it has been a Vaishnava Hindu pilgrimage center since at least the 12th century. So it was also the first capital of the Hoysala dynasty before they built the Dwara Samudra, that is modern Halebeedu. Beluru is situated on the banks of the Yagachi river and near the foothills east of the Western Ghats. Chennakeshava temple, a large Vishnu-related Hoysala Hindu temples complex from the early 12th century. The main temple was originally called the Vijay Narayana temple, built by the king, which is surrounded by the many smaller temples built by Hoysala queen, generals and merchants of the Hoysalas. The towering Beluru Gopura is visible from a distance. So the next temple is the Sankareshwara temple, the oldest temple in Beluru. The Vishnuvardhana's Chennakeshava temple complex, also called Shankaralingeshwara temple, dedicated to Shiva. It is about 400 meters northwest of the Chennakeshava temple Gopura. The temple has a Famsana style Shikara, square architectural plan, much simpler artwork, with ruins of its mandapa scattered nearby. Pataleshwara temple, a small Hoysala style Shiva temple with fine artwork, about 600 meters east of the Chennakeshwara temple Gopura. Amruteshwara temple ruins, temple tank. It was restored and expanded with a mandapa during the Vijayanagara Nayaka period, but damaged and its parts scattered after fall of the Vijayanagara. The temple is about 800 meters south of the Chennakeshava temple Gopura. It provides a contrast between the Hoysala and Vijayanagara architectural styles. Ever since, the artistic grandeur of this temple has been attracting the enormous crowds of the devotees, tourists, and visitors from across the world. Historical, architectural, and specialized studies of the temple structures shows that Vishnuvardhana built only the star-shaped Garbhagruha and the Navagraha. The huge niches, friezes, and sculptures on the outside, the beautifully designed inner pillars and ceilings, including the 3 doorways, were carved during his time. The Garbhagruha was surmounted by a high star-shaped tower of brick and mortar supported by woodwork and platted with a gold copper sheet. Standing on a high platform on the top of an elevated ground, the temple has commanding presence, sucking you into its ambience and moment you see it. Thanks for watching till the end. and please do consider subscribing for my channel. In the next episode, we will see the pleasant stay in Mudigiri, which rejuvenate our mood quickly with a lot of nature surroundings. Catch you in the next vlog. Thank you. Bye bye.